Hello, everyone. Get ready for NBA action live on 2K Sports. The starting fives for our game. Here are tonight's starting lineups. And so here we go, the 76ers to start it. Here's Cheeks. Pass to Iverson. Here is Cunningham. Cunningham inside. Thunder with the rebound.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Off the pick. Payton, good. Here's Cheeks. Pass to Cunningham. Outside Irving. Chamberlain. Locked loose. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Irving with the ball. Iverson outside. 6 on the shot clock. Puts it up from 12. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Outside Westbrook. Outside Durant. Lost to Kemp. Now here's Allen. Back to Kemp. Outside Westbrook. Connects on the 17-footer.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge. Always.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Here is Cunningham. And Irving backs in. Pass to Chamberlain. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Guys, good job working it down low and getting a high percentage look there. That's good basketball.
Now here's Durant. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Leaps for it. On the wing. Now here's Payton. The kick out to Westbrook. From outside, off the mark. Oklahoma City on D. Pass to Iverson. Outside Irving. Here is Cunningham. Cheeks. And here's Chamberlain. Unloads from 9. Chamberlain down low. And the 76ers tack on 2 more. Here is Durant. Pass to Westbrook. Out to Payton. Back to Westbrook. Left side Westbrook. Connects on the 17-footer. So it's Philadelphia now. Outside Irving. Iverson. There's the double team with Allen. Outside Irving. Shot clock at 6. Again, Philadelphia.
They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
Oklahoma City trailing. They set the pick. Outside Durant. Back to Kemp. Payton outside. Payton left side. Pass to Allen. The 17-footer. That drops. Here's Philadelphia. Now Iverson. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Cheeks. Here's Cheeks. 6 to shoot. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Up high to stuff the alley-oop. Here's Payton. Pass to Durant. The rebound by Wilt Chamberlain. Here's Philadelphia. The shot no good. Payton with the ball. Kicks it out to Allen. Allen left side. Ray Allen is on the wing. Rocket 6. Sinks the three-pointer. He's got 5.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Here's Iverson. Pass to Cheeks. Irving with the ball. Covered by Payton. Allen Iverson on the wing. That one a little long. The Thunder with the lead. Now here's Westbrook. Now here's Payton. Now here's Kemp. Left side Kemp. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Here's Cheeks. And he gets it to go.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. And here comes Payton. Pass to Durant. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
He had his choice of finishing moves there, and you just got to love the fact he went old school with the finger roll.
Here's Cheeks. Pass to Iverson. 6 on the shot clock. Iverson left side. No good there off the double clutch. And here now the Thunder. Outside Durant. Unloads. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket. The 76ers trail. Here's Cheeks. Here's the screen. Pass to Iverson. Iverson right side. Here's Chamberlain. Up and in on the layup. He's got 8.
You know, with that much of a height advantage, that's exactly what you should do. Take it straight to the rim.
And here's Westbrook. Poked away. And stolen by Chamberlain. A big dunk at the end of the break. So it's the Thunder now. Outside Westbrook. Here's the block. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Sigma. The finger roll finish at the bucket. And Philadelphia has possession. They trail by 1. There's the pick. Here's Iguodala. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. This is his first free throw of the game. No good on the free throw. No good on the second free throw. Outside, George. Pass to Johnson. Sigma. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. And the 76ers making a change here. Back to George. Shot clock at 6. From outside the arc. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Here is Hawkins. Pass to Hawkins. Iguodala with it. Iguodala left side. Here is Hawkins. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
Now the Thunder with it. Now Wilkins. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Here's George. And again, it's Oklahoma City. And here we go with Andre Iguodala. Here's Simmons. Here's Simmons. Back to Iguodala. Pass to Collins. Iguodala outside. 6 to shoot. Here's Collins. From deep three-point range. The shot is off. Tries to keep it alive. There's the bucket. Good. Wilkins with the ball. Now Lewis. Johnson outside. He's guarded by Collins. 3 on the clock. Here's Wilkins. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Pass to Collins. Back to Iguodala. Here's Simmons. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
Sigma off his leg. And it's being called a kickball. Johnson outside. Back to Wilkins. Lewis. Shot clock at 6. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. He has 5.
They've got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
Here's Hawkins. Here's Simmons. Pass to McGinnis. Backs him down. And the 76ers tack on 2 more. Now here's Johnson. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Wilkins. George up top. 5 on the clock. Back to Wilkins. From downtown. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Here is Hawkins. Got it up. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Thunder out in front. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think? Now, here is George. Shoots the 3. That one goes. Count. He has 5. 76ers trailing. Pass to Iguodala. Here is Hawkins. Here's McGinnis. Embiid. Shot misses. And it's the Thunder with the ball. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. And here's Schrempf. He's guarded by Collins. McDaniel. Sigma. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
Pass to Hawkins. Here's McGinnis. Hawkins. Here's Collins. Back to Iguodala. Here's Collins. The Thunder pull it in. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. And here is Johnson. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Outside, George. And the layup's good off the glass.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Here's Collins. Pass to Hawkins. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. To end the run, here's Iguodala. Drains it from beyond the arc.
You know, I think when you've got somebody that open on the perimeter, a good shooter, the kickout's the only choice.
Now Johnson. They set the pick. Six on the shot clock. On the wing. And that's off the glass and in. Timeout called the 76ers. And the 76ers making a change here. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Here's Iverson. Pass to Irving. Left side Irving. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. The Thunder with the lead. Westbrook with it. Now Payton. Payton's shot is off.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Or the defenders have to make sure they tag it.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. The first one falls for him. And so Cunningham nails both of them. Now here's Westbrook. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Now here is Schrempf. Pass to Iverson. Irving with the ball. Clock at 6. Here's Cheeks. Here's Iverson. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
You know, they've got to be careful not to give a shooter of his caliber open looks like that. 1 or 2 of those are all it takes to really get him going.
Now here's Westbrook. Back to Westbrook. Pass to Schrempf. And here's Westbrook. Shoots it up. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And the 76ers with possession. They've gone in a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Good on the shot. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. The 76ers making the switch here. Tight game here in Oklahoma City. And here's Westbrook. Right side Durant. 6 to shoot. It's stolen. And they're moving it up. Pass to Iverson. Durant with the steal. And here's the fast break. Here's Cheeks. Iverson with the ball. 6 on the shot clock. Stolen by Westbrook. And Irving comes to help. Now here's Westbrook. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
Just got a little careless on that pass. They should be able to connect on those.
The 76ers trail. Now Irving. Pass to Iverson. Here's Cheeks. Now here is Irving. And Irving backs in. Iverson. From deep. From beyond the arc and then some. He has 6.
I really like the fact that he's getting the touches he needs here after not scoring a single point in that first quarter.
Pass to Payton. Plenty of space. And again, it's Oklahoma City. Here's Iverson. He's got 6. Here's Cheeks. Here's Cheeks. Back to Iverson. The finger roll finish at the bucket.
He got off to a slow start. It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but he's turned it on here in the second.
Westbrook with it. He has 6. Pass to Allen. Outside Durant. Back to Allen. Now here's Westbrook. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
That's his first triple of the game. It was a dry first half for him from long range.
Here's Cheeks. Now here's Iverson. Pass to Chamberlain. Shot clock at 6. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. He's got 12.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
To the middle. And Kevin Durant with the slam. And here is Iverson. 8 points for him. Timeout called the 76ers. And it's the 76ers with the ball. 4-point game. Here's Cheeks. Back to Iverson. Fires for 3. But they'll get another chance. Outside Irving. Pass to Iverson. Knocked away. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Westbrook. Right side Westbrook. Fades. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Good job there, Kevin, getting himself a little space on the inside.
Now Iverson. Here's Cheeks. Pass to Cunningham. Defended by Durant. Here's Chamberlain. Nice hit again. And that's 2 points on the layup. He's got 14.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Now here's Payton. Payton outside. Durant. Chamberlain brings the double team. Pass to Allen. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
Here's Irving. Now Iverson. Here's Cheeks. Here's Cheeks. From down in the low post, it goes.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Payton with the ball. Pass to Westbrook. Takes the 3. And the Thunder, another 3.
This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Iverson outside. The Thunder with the lead. Now here's Payton. Blocked. Kicks it out to Allen. Clock at 4. And again, it's Oklahoma City. And here are the 76ers now. Here's Cheeks. He has 6. Here's Iverson. Misses the 3.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
Left side Westbrook. Outside for Kemp. Pass to Durant. 6 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range. And the Thunder another 3.
Defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
Here's Iverson. Leads him in there. Chamberlain. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
Pass to Durant. The three-pointer off the mark.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Back to Chamberlain. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup. Now here's Payton. They set the pick. Shot from 12. No good. And we finished one half of basketball. Thunder out in front. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first two quarters. We're seeing a tremendous game from Wilt Chamberlain. And Kevin Durant with the slam. 76ers trailing. And here's Irving. Pass to Cheeks. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Throws down the alley-oop slam. Here's Payton. Defended by Cheeks. Here's Payton. Back to Durant. Clock at 6. Pass to Allen. Allen, right side. Drops one in from the wing. He's got 11.
And he's also one of those guys who just seems to be able to take it up a few notches when there's a game to be won late in the fourth quarter. In other words, he's at his best at winning time.
Outside Irving. Here's Cheeks. 6 points for him. Cunningham's shot is off.
They've done their part here to run down a lot of missed shots. A solid rebounding effort.
Back to Payton. Pass to Durant. And here is Payton. Payton, right side. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Nothing but money for him to start the half. They've made all three of their shot attempts.
Here's Iverson. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Outside Irving. Pass to Cheeks. Now Chamberlain lays it up and banks it in. 20 points for him.
Well, for one, he hasn't let them down. I mean, but a few other guys need to pick up the pace if they're going to be good.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. '76ers on defense, trailing here by 8. Left side Durant. Pass to Payton. Back to Durant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good on the three-point shot. He's got 14.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they built this lead for themselves here.
To the paint. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Westbrook. Moving it up. And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession. Shot from the inbound. It's hauled in by Cheeks. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Kemp with the steal. One-on-one here. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam. Here's Cheeks. He's got 6. He lobs it up. On offense, here are the Thunder. Outside Westbrook. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Now Iverson. He's got 8. Cunningham inside. Allen with it. Back to Westbrook. Pass to Allen. Durant with it. Now Payton. And that one's good. He's got 9.
They are wreaking havoc on him with the three-point shot here.
Timeout called the 76ers.
And they need a timeout, Kevin. They haven't been boxing out like they need to, and they're giving up a ton of second-chance points.
And the 76ers making a change here. Here's Simmons. Pass to Chamberlain. Cheeks. Irving with the ball. Now Chamberlain. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 22.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
Now here's Payton. Payton, good.
Despite the troubles he had in the first half, he stayed composed and focused, and now he's getting it going.
Here's Cheeks. He has 6. Iverson outside. Pass to Cheeks. Now, here's Chamberlain. Simmons. Shot clock at 5. Kicks it out to Iverson. Iverson left side. Knocks down the step-back J. He's got 10. On offense, here are the Thunder. They lead by 14. There's a good screen. Ray Allen is on the wing. Back to Westbrook. Sigma. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Pass to Irving. Here's Cheeks. Here's Cheeks. Back to Irving. Shot is no good. Now here's Westbrook. Fires at the elbow. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
He is really hard to guard. I mean, that's about all you can ask of the defense out there.
Here's Simmons. Iverson outside. Pass to Chamberlain. Kicks it out to Iverson. They get it back. Chamberlain down low. Throws it up high. And here is Payton. 11 points in the game. Allen with it. Sigma. Sigma. Again, the Thunder score.
They're earning their points with the jump shot now.
Here's Simmons. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Pass to Cheeks. Into Will Chamberlain. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Boy, he picked him out brilliantly with that feed inside.
And here we go with Russell Westbrook. It's a 14-point game. And here is Durant. Here's Westbrook. And the Thunder, another 3.
This is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Back to Irving. Here's Simmons. Pass to Irving. Allen Iverson on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Iverson right side. A well-timed shot fake got the defender off the ground right there. Here's Oklahoma City. Outside Westbrook. Outside Durant. Ray Allen is on the wing. Again, the Thunder score.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
Here's Simmons. Back to Chamberlain. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
This quarter has brought out the best in him, fellas. Even though they're still trailing, he's been impossible to contain.
Now here's Durant. Outside Westbrook. Outside Durant. From deep. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. 17 points in the game. Here's Cheeks. He's got 6. Payton with the ball. Pass to Durant. With the lead pass. Shot is blocked. Here's Simmons. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Back to Irving. 6 to shoot. Outside Irving. Again, Philadelphia.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
And here is Durant. He's got 17. Pass to Westbrook. Left side Westbrook. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Intercepted. Now here's Allen. Now here's Durant. Here's Allen. No good on the 3.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just one in the first.
Pass to Westbrook. Right side Westbrook. Back to Allen. Tries again. And he lays it up and in. 17 points in the game. Here's Iverson. He's got 12. Back to Irving. And here's Chamberlain. Iverson outside. Now Chamberlain. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. And the 76ers with some changes. Here's Iguodala. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Collins. Let's go. And the 76ers get it back. Here's Dawkins.
And we can't forget to mention his rebounding now. When you watch him, just keep an eye on the way he battles in the paint when a shot goes up.
Now George. Front past the arc. It's hauled in by McGinnis. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now here's Iguodala. Pass to Collins. Here is Hawkins. And a miss there on the triple. And they're on the break. Right side George. Boom, he jams it straight down. Here's Hawkins. With 1 on the clock. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the 4th. And it's the 76ers with the ball. It's an 18-point game. Pass to Collins. Here is Hawkins. Iguodala with it. Iguodala outside. And that one's good. Now Wilkins. Tipped away. Johnson with it. Back to Wilkins. Off the screen. Again, the Thunder score.
They're perfectly content to keep going to that mid-range jumper if the defense is going to give it to them. They'll take it all day.
Pass to Hawkins. There's the screen. Iguodala. Here is Hawkins. Back to Iguodala. Here is Hawkins. 4 on the shot clock. Here is Hawkins. And yes, sir, that one drops. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. About a minute and a half into the 4th quarter now. Outside Wilkins. Pass to George. From the arc. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Here is Hawkins. Iguodala outside. Here's Collins. Clock at 6. Shot from the wing. And the 76ers tack on 2 more. Now here's Johnson. Now here's Wilkins. Pass to George. And here is Lewis. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. And the 76ers making a change here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Pass to Hawkins. Here is Cunningham. Cunningham inside. Cunningham gets the bucket. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. And the Thunder with possession. Outside, George. Back to Johnson. Kemp with it. Johnson outside. 5 to shoot. George. Here's the 3. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the 76ers making a change here. And so here is Philadelphia. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Embiid. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Kemp with the bucket.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Now here's Iguodala. Iverson outside. Back to Iguodala. Iguodala left side. Pass to Hawkins. Shot clock at 5. Now here's Iverson. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. They get a hand on it. Oh, trying for it. Here comes George. Now here's Lewis. Shot clock at 6. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. The 76ers making a switch here. The 76ers squad is struggling. And here is Iverson. Pass to Cheeks. Shoots a 3. Another miss by Philadelphia. Here comes Trent. Defended by Cheeks. From the line. Again, the Thunder score.
Picture perfect with the turnaround. There's no stopping that shot.
Pass to Irving. That's by Irving. And he goes in for the dunk. Johnson with it. Ball's not loose. Here's Iverson. Here is Cunningham. And he banks in the layup.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
Here's Johnson. And here are the Thunder now. They led by as many as 18 points. Now here's Westbrook. Puts up a 3. Now Lewis.
You know, guys, if he does his work early, he knows when he gets in a good position, his size gives him a big edge on the glass.
Pass to Irving. Here's Cheeks. Here's Cheeks. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
Are you sensing or feeling a theme here, fellas? I mean, they're taking it straight to the bucket every time down.
Now here's Westbrook. Outside Westbrook. Kicks it out to Johnson. Clock at 6. Back to Westbrook. On the top of the key. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. 23 points in the game. Guys, nothing has really come easy for him today.
Yeah, you'd have to consider this not one of their best performances.
Pass to Cheeks. Six on the shot clock. Outside Irving. Lewis with it. Shot, high post. Misses off the left iron.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
Outside Irving. Shot clock at 3. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. And the 76ers making a change here. That's good from Irving. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
76ers trailing. Now here's Iverson. Can't get it to go.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job. There's been a change in his game compared to what we saw in the first half. I mean, he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
Here's Cheeks. Pass to Irving. Into Wilt Chamberlain. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
Now here's Payton. Outside Westbrook. Back to Payton. And it's rejected. And here is Iverson. There's the double team with Westbrook. Pass to Chamberlain. Back to Irving. Right side Irving. Kicks it out to Iverson. Shot is off. They led by as many as 18 points. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. Now Irving. Pass to Iverson. Here's Cheeks. There's the pick. Outside Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. Now Westbrook. Back to Durant. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. 19 points in the game.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Here's Cheeks. Kicks it out to Iverson. Pass to Cheeks. Just 5 to shoot. They set the screen. Cunningham loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Here's Payton. It's on target from the high post. Here's Cheeks. Back to Irving. 18 feet out. And right through it goes. The Thunder with the lead. Westbrook with it. Soft touch off the glass. He's got 25.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. Pass to Cheeks. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Now here's Iverson. Cheeks. Back to Iverson. Here is Cunningham. Pass to Cheeks. 6 to shoot. And here's Irving. On deep. And it's Durant with the rebound. And here's Westbrook. That's good. And here comes Iverson. There's a screen. Pass to Cunningham. Back to Iverson. Irving with the ball. Now Irving. Just 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Allen. Picked away. Blocked. So no problem for him. Russell Westbrook.
Stay real. Ran up on him. I ain't say he never fuck me. I don't really give a